gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns in all the world.
Handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee, and we have a very exciting match in our team's division, a number one contender match, and a rematch at that. We have back to Formula, former teams champions Jake Marangoni and Mark Menchaca taking on Kumite, another former teams champions, Jake Meltzer and Bill Carriola. This has been a very, very fun picture, but I think one of the more interesting things is both of these teams, despite playing very good teams, seeming to get here with a fair amount of ease. Kumite, I believe, TKO'd both Blaine Canada and Jersey Boys. Back to Formula knocked out your Milwaukee Beers and TKO'd Annexation of Puerto Rico, and now they are coming to face each other. In my opinion, these are maybe the two best teams right now, with the exception of Judgment City, playing in this division, and I'm super excited to see this rematch. I'm Payson the Cinemaster Johnson, and on the desk with me is Caleb Coho. Coho, how are you feeling about tonight's match?
I'm very excited to see what goes down tonight with these two teams. Like we said, both these guys have been team champions. Both these guys have played the sitting champions. So no matter what, a rematch for the champs coming out of this, both have history with each other and with the champs. I think there's, no matter what, going to be a very fun match with a very fun title match to follow. So this is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I say we bring the teams in, starting with our first team tonight, Jake Meltzer, Bill Carriola, Kumite. Guys, you've been here before. You've been in a number one contender match. How are you feeling going up against the people that did give you your last loss in Back to Formula?
In a contender match, no less. So yeah, this is quite a bit of deja vu. I don't really have a lot to say. I'm just excited to play this one. I have all the respect in the world for Jake and Mark. I know things maybe got a little bit salty in the match chat at one point, but I have all the respect in the world for those guys, and I'm just excited to play them again, and hopefully the outcome's different.
Yeah, it's no secret how we feel, Mark, Jake. If you don't like Mark Machak and Jake Marangoni, that's a fucking you problem. I don't know how any other way to put it. Like, you fucked up somewhere in life. Your parents failed you. So that's just how that is. So this is going to be a good time. I'm sure there will be absolutely no cause for any kind of concern after this match wraps. I'm sure we're all going to be super chill about the results. There'll be no controversy whatsoever. And we're just, you know what? We're just going to answer some questions, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And I did get the notes from Multiplex HR. I will keep the crosstalk in round 1 to an absolute maximum. So
good vibes all around, and we very much appreciate that, Bill. We'll see how that goes. Back to two very nice men. Mark Menchaca, Jake Marangoni. Talking to you both personally, I know how much you guys want your belts back, and you are facing the team that you had to face in order to get to that title shot beforehand. And not only that, I know Jake Marangoni has personally said he has wanted this rematch since that first match because you feel like you owed it to him. I always love that competitive, honorable drive there. How are you two feeling going into this rematch?
Here's the thing, and then Jake said it in the post-match interview of Blaine Canada. Nobody calls them out because everyone's a fucking pussy. Sorry for my, slurred language there. But they also, no teams call out us. And I like to play the best, and I know Kumite are one of the best teams playing, so of course I'm going to fucking call them out. And yeah, do I feel like we got a little more lucky in our match last year? I do think so. But I do feel like that match got us to a title shot, and it gave us the championship belt. So I'm very happy about that win, but that is partially why I feel like we deserve to give Kumite a rematch, because they are beasts, and I like the fact that we're the top two teams playing in a contenders match to play the ultimate team right now. No matter what, I'm sorry, Judgment City, but you're getting a rematch. One of us is playing you guys, and I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I am we're happy that we made it to this point, and we'll see what Kumite gives us this time.
Yeah, win-win scenario here. If we win, we'll be 2-0 against Kumite.
If we lose, we're gonna get Kumite versus Judgment City too. And I'll be.
We don't have to play Judgment City, and we're gonna get Sexual Chocolate at some point this year. It's fucking happening.
There you go.
I co-sign everything you guys said. You two are two of the best teams playing right now. I say we jump right into the match. Round one's gonna work like this. It is our whiteboard round. There's 8 questions and 8 general point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answer on the board. After that, will say pens down, and they will reveal their answer. Answer all 8 questions right. You will receive a bonus question. Teams will have 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout any duration. They can use throughout the entire duration of the match. Competitors, any questions will be answered. And yes, to follow what Mark said, if you're backstage, please cam off. Your first question in the category of action adventure. What government agency does Melissa McCarthy's character Susan Cooper work for in Spy? Coho, can I tell you why I love matches?
Yeah, of course.
So I put the initials if it's a multi-word team. If it's not, I just put the first 3 letters of the team thing and put them on my board. What do you think I have representing Kumite on my board?
Oh,
Come.
that's a human being, so it's obviously Ite.
That's fair. 3, 2, 1, hands down. Meltzer, we will go to you.
Thank you for that. CIA.
We will go to Mark.
Makes sense. CIA.
We will go to Bill.
CIA was always a good guess.
And we will go to Marangoni.
Seemed too obvious, so I said MI6.
CIA is correct. Kumite taking the 2-1 lead there.
Kill me now.
All right, so your second question here will come in the category of mystery/thriller. What type of pet does Philip have in 1973's The Long Goodbye?
No, Jake, now we can kill each other. What do you think? Suicide pact? Yeah, cool.
I got some rope.
You know any Phillips, Coho?
I know Philip Phillips. Do you know Philip Phillips?
I know Lily Phillips. That's a Phillips.
I think I do.
Philip Phillips. Next question.
No.
3, 2, 1, pens down. Mark, we will go to you.
Cat.
We will go to Bill.
I also guess cats because they don't work with the police.
We will go to Marangoni.
I'm going for the obvious answer here. I'm saying parrot.
And we will go to Meltzer.
Cat.
Cat is correct.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my lord.
As we head to your third question, the category of directors. Who directed Far From Heaven and I'm Not There?
All right, Mason. So what do you know Philip Phillips for most?
Are they like a band that performs like gospel music?
No.
Oh, not even close. Okay.
You have most certainly heard at least one song by the artist known as Philip Phillips.
Name a song. Name a song, Coho.
What's it? It's Gone, Gone, Gone. It's his biggest hit.
Sing it for me in the next question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Bill, we will go to you.
This is where I fuck it up. Gus Van Sant. I don't have no idea.
We will go to Marangoni.
Todd Haynes.
We will go to Meltzer.
Yeah, I figured Marangoni wouldn't have a bagel for long. Todd Haynes.
And we'll go to Mark.
I was thinking of being there. I said Hal Ashby.
Todd Haynes is correct. The Jakes getting that question.
The 2 Jakes.
The 2 Jakes. I like
As your next question, category of horror. What disability does Blanche have as an adult in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
So go ahead, sing those bars off.
I'm not going to sing it for you, but if I know you've seen the movie where that song is like prominent.
I will look it up after. I promise. Okay.
Please do, because you definitely have heard that song.
Okay. There are a few songs like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Marangoni, we will go to you.
Paralyzed. Horribly written.
And we will go to Meltzer.
She's paraplegic.
We'll go to Mark.
I said blindness.
And we will go to Bill.
I also said paralyzed.
Paralyzed. She's paraplegic. I have no issues with how Marangoni spelled it. I'm going to give Meltzer Bill. All right. As we move on to your fifth question in the category of the 1980s, you will find performances by James Caan, Willie Nelson, and Jim Belushi in what 1980s film? There's currently Kumite 7, back to Formula 4, Coho. Better con scream, William Shatner or Zachary Quinto?
Philip.
What the fuck are we doing?
Willie Shatner, I guess.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Meltzer will go to you.
I know it's wrong. I just said Red Heat.
We will go to Mark.
Thief?
We will go to Bill.
I believe it is Thief.
And we'll go to Marangoni.
Really?
It's a K9.
Thief is correct. Mark and
Oh,
Bill.
wow.
Nice, Mark.
I forgot Willie Nelson was in that.
Yes.
Me too. But I remember Jim Belushi didn't do shit else in the 80s, so.
I believe that means no perfect round. So let's get to your sixth question in the category of Oscars.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
You. Fuck
Name
you.
2 of the 3 Oscars won by The Revenant.
I'm going to give you 20 seconds for this one.
Fuck you. Even with the right answer, fuck you.
You know what? I'm going to put best in front of it just so I don't, I don't know why. We all know what the fuck it is. But, kind of good might be an Oscar. I don't know. I don't watch them.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark, we will go to you.
Said best actor in cinematography.
We will go to Bill.
I hope I didn't mess this up because it said best actor, best director.
And we will go to Marangoni.
Best director, best cinematography.
And we will go to Meltzer.
Same as Bill. Best actor, best director.
The acceptable answers were best director, best actor, and best cinematography. So everyone
Nice.
getting those points.
Suck my dick, Oscars!
That is fair. Your next question will be 1990s. Who composed the score for True Romance, Crimson Tide, and The Thin Red Line?
All right, there's 3 fucking people that does this. All
I'm
right.
going to ask you this question here, Basin.
Yeah.
Are you team Thin Red Line or team Saving Private Ryan?
Shamefully, I've never seen Thin Red Line, and I feel like I would really love it.
Interesting.
As someone who loves The New World and Deeds of Heaven,
And that's a good point. You probably will love this movie.
4, 2, 1. Pens down. Bill, we will go to you.
No idea. Jerry Goldsmith sounds like a good guess.
We will go to Marangoni.
Hans Zimmer.
We will go to Jake. Meltzer.
I said James Horner. I think Marangoni's right, though.
Your Mark.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer is correct. So back to formula, shortening the lead dramatically there.
So go to your final question here in the category of animation. What European city does Margie move to after leaving Iran in Persepolis?
Solid spelling.
Yeah.
Full send.
Good stuff.
You don't watch good movies, and they always come up in questions. So.
Answers in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is back to formula's first repeat. Mr. Cohen.
Sorry, I forgot. This is my question. My bad. I'm not used to reading the last one. What European city does Margie move to after leaving Iran in Persepolis?
Knowing you, have you read the comic book this is based off of?
Actually, I'm not.
I have.
Nice. Is it good?
It's very good.
Sweet. It's
Read it in
it's
college.
nice. I've always wanted to read this and Mouse. I hear those
Mouse
are
is great.
yes.
I, of all people, have not read Mouse.
We have to read it in high school now.
You cue me up for jokes, Meltzer, and I'm not sure I can take them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'm not going to do it. Marangoni, we will go to you.
I said Paris.
And we'll go to Meltzer.
It is Paris.
We will go to Mark.
Fucking cool. Paris.
And we'll go to Bill. Paris is correct. You are all correct there. So, Coho, after that, I have Kumite in the lead at 12, but back to Formula right behind at 11. Is that what you have?
That is indeed what I have.
Round 2 is going to work like this. Competitors will receive a spin at the wheel, in which case they'll receive 5 questions in whatever category they land on, each worth 2 points apiece. Check down the multiple choice. If he values that question down to 1 point. If they don't like what they spin for their first spin, they are allowed to respin, but they must keep whatever they land on for that second category. Your categories that your opponents can land on tonight, that your competitors can land on tonight, are post 1998 Joaquin Phoenix, which is back to Formula Strength, pre 2000 Argento, which is Kumite Strength, as well as the general categories of drama, westerns, classics, comic book movies, Oscars, and action adventure. Kumite, you guys are in the lead. Would you like to skip first or defer?
What do you think, bud?
I think I'm okay with going second.
Sounds good to me.
See what happens.
All right.
All right. The next formula, this will be your first spin. You land on the category of westerns. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
We're fine in it, but do you reckon we should just spin again?
We might as well.
Yeah. We'll spin again, please.
All right, spin again, so you must whatever you land on here.
Hey, look
Wheel
at
wants
that
you
shit.
to have.
Oh. It's been decided.
All right, Coho, why don't you give back to Formula the question in the category of westerns?
Sure. I am a noted lover of westerns, I suppose. That's not true. All right, your first question in the category of westerns. In what 1970s western will you find a 121-year-old man who recounts his life from being raised by Native Americans to joining General Custer's cavalry?
I believe that's Little Big Man.
Go for it.
Dustin Hoffman. Little Big Man, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Second question. In Dead Man, John Dickinson hires bounty hunters to track down William Blake for killing someone with what relation to him? We're looking for a semi-specific answer.
I've seen this movie, but I wouldn't know on the full 2 points, so...
I have not seen it, so...
Yeah, I mean, let's... Multiple?
Yeah, if you're not confident, let's just go multiple.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, brother, B, nephew, C, cousin, or D, son.
Part of me thinks it's cousin. Because I don't think it's anyone specifically directly related.
No.
I mean, I haven't seen this movie in like 6 years, but that's the one thing that's come to me. We can hear the options again? Yeah, let's hear the options.
Yeah.
Your options again are A, brother, B, nephew, C, cousin, or D, son.
I don't know, so I would say just go with whatever you feel better with.
Cousin, final answer.
That is incorrect. Kumite, the chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, brother, B, nephew, C, cousin, or D, son.
I've seen this movie also a couple times, but brother was sticking out to me, but I'm not confident in it.
I have no idea.
It's what came to my mind first. So
go for it.
Brother, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for D, son.
Son.
Oh, okay.
That was probably number 2.
Back to formula. Your third question. Who directed the 2010 Western Meek's Cutoff?
Meek's Cutoff is Kelly Reichardt.
Go ahead.
Kelly Reichardt, final answer.
That is correct. 2 points.
I really need to see that. I'm sorry, Paul.
Your fourth question. What is the profession of Dutton Peabody, played by Edmund O'Brien in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance?
No, this is not what I've seen or know much about. What do you reckon? Anything come to you?
I've seen it, but I don't know who this character is. I don't remember this character offhand.
We can go
Let-
multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, newspaper editor, B, innkeeper, C, gunsmith, or D, oil baron.
Was the first one like the newspaper guy? Was that?
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah.
I will say.
That's the one that's sticking out to me. I think.
Okay. If you're confident, go for it. I feel like we've got nothing better.
2.
A final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice. Nice, Mark.
And your final question in the category of westerns. Who plays Captain John Boyd in 1999's Ravenous?
That is Captain John. I'm pretty sure it's Guy Pearce.
Okay.
Yeah. Captain. Oh, fuck. You want me to just go for it?
We need the points.
Guy Pearce, final answer.
That is correct for 2
Fuck,
more
okay.
points.
Did not want to
Let's go.
overthink that.
All right, so
Let's go,
after that round, Caleb, I have back to 18, remaining at 12. Is that what you have?
That's exactly what I have.
All right, then let's bring the wheel back in for Kumite's first spin. And the spin is in. And you land on the category.
Okay. Wonder what's coming.
All right.
Formula,
Mark,
what would you like
I-
to give?
is we are going to do what we said we are going to do?
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys. It is a category. We're going to use it. If it's available
Yep.
to us, we are picking Oscars.
I hate the game, not the player. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No. I mean, we get it. It's fine.
All right,
Eighth
Kumite,
game.
the questions in the category of Oscars. Are you prepared?
No,
I mean,
but,
no, but let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your first question in the category of Oscars. What is the only film that Charlie Chaplin was nominated for an Oscar for directing?
That's City, whatever,
City Lights. I don't think so. Oh man.
or that Little Dictator movie. I don't know.
Yeah, the
So,
Great Tick. That was what came to my mind first. I mean, the only thing is I'm like scared of them stealing, but
multiple choice.
multiple choice.
Are
It's
your
gonna
multiple
just
choice
be all the
options?
big ones.
Is it A, Modern Times, B, The Great Dictator, C, City Lights, or D, The Circus? And we do need both hands on screen.
Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say, I know my.
I knew the three big ones were going to be there. It was really just
Yep.
one of my points. I mean, Great Dictator was the first one that came to mind for me. I don't know all the movies that were nominated in 1940 because I have a life, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go with Great Dictator. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Back to formula. Chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Modern Times, B, The Great Dictator, C, City Lights, or D, The Circus?
See, I thought it was The Great Dictator. So now I'm thinking it's Modern Times.
Go what you feel.
I don't think it's the circus. That's too early. Yeah. Modern Times, final answer.
That is also incorrect for D, The Circus.
Of course.
Okay.
there's one less people.
No one knows. Yeah. No one knows.
And that's the one that gets directed on.
All right, so your second question in the category of Oscars. Jesse Eisenberg received his most recent Oscar nomination in what category?
Was he best
original
supporting?
screenplay. No, it's
really?
best original screenplay for A Real Pain.
Well, fuck my dick. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. My cousin's good friend Jesse Eisenberg was nominated for best original screenplay. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's a true story.
love
She
you,
babysat his kid when he went to the Golden Globes.
Like-
Your third question in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Actor for films released in 1995?
Okay.
Wasn't that Tom Hanks for Forrest Gump?
No, that was for.
Oh, wait, it was the year after.
Oh, the year after. I'm trying to think because that's the year Braveheart won Best Picture. But
Gibson was not up. No.
Yeah, I don't. Multiple
But-
choice.
Yep.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Anthony Hopkins, B, Nicolas Cage, C, Sean Penn, or D, Tom Hanks?
It's Nick Cage for Leaving Las Vegas.
That's right. Yep.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
That's more points than I thought we were going to get in this category. So
Yeah, we're at 3 already. This isn't bad.
Your penultimate question in the category of Oscars. How many times has Saoirse Ronan been nominated for Best Actress? And you will receive a little extra time.
Okay.
Now, who is that?
Lady Bird, Brooklyn. Lady Bird in Brooklyn for sure. Little Women.
Oh, right.
Was there another one? I know Atonement was Best Supporting, so not that.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is Kumite's first repeat. How many times has Saoirse Ronan been nominated for Best Actress?
So I know it's at least 3, but I'm trying to think if there's another one. And I'm drawing a blank because it's gonna be like the multiple choice options. There's gonna be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, or whatever.
Or do we want to just take it anyway, just to minimize the steal?
3.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it
Give me more time to think.
A1, B2, C3, or D4?
Okay, I'm trying to think of a fourth, but I'm struggling here because no. For best lead actress, I mean, I'll just go with the gut. Just go with the gut, and if it is that, then I'm sorry, but 3, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
I hate this category. I can't trust myself because it's a
We're doing all right. We got 4 out of it. Let's just count our blessings.
Final question in the category of Oscars. What was the last film to have 2 performances nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the same ceremony?
The last film or last year?
Last film.
Right. The last film. Shit, man. I don't know. I'm going to need to go to multiple for that.
I mean, fucking, yeah.
That might jar something. Yeah, multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, The Banshees of Inisherin, B, Poor Things, C, The Power of the Dog, or D, The Fabelmans?
Okay. I know Banshees was, and I'm trying to remember if I think it's Banshees. I don't think Defoe was nominated for Poor Things, but just repeat the options, please.
All right, that is your first repeat of the options. Is it A, The Banshees of Inisherin, B, Poor Things, C, Power of the Dog, or D, The Fabelmans?
Yeah, because I think the other one's only got 1. I know Banshee's got 2 with Brendan Gleeson and Barry
I
Keoghan.
only know what one of these movies is, so go for it.
I'm just gonna go with Banshees of Inisherin. Final answer.
Damn it.
That is correct for 1.
Okay. God.
Woo!
I have Kumite very strategically navigating their way, getting their score up to 17 back to 4. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, but anything that happens we move to round number 3, also known as the Pick Your Poison round. Before the match, competitors went back and forth drafting categories that will appear in this round, and now they will go back and forth once again drafting categories that they would like to answer questions from. The categories that your competitors drafted were action adventure, sci-fi fantasy, 1990s, 2010s, horror, war, 1980s, and Oscars. Your competitors will pick their categories right now. All right, your competitors have chosen their category. We've never done this before, but Kumite told us what they are going to be taking for. Koho, why don't you give Kumite their question?
Sure. Your 1-pointer in the category of Oscars.
Shocker.
What film did Michael Caine win his first Oscar for?
The Cider House Rules.
For real?
Oh, no. It's Hannah and Her Sisters. Sorry, that was the second one. It's Hannah and Her Sisters. Oh my God, that would have been bad.
Okay.
Hannah and Her Sisters. Final answer.
That is correct. 1
You
point.
gotta stop doing that to me, Meltzer.
Pardon the intro for a solid 5 seconds.
Get rid of the category, you cowards.
Almost had a heart attack. So that does tie the game up, but Back to Formula does have more questions. Back to Formula, what would you like for your 1-pointer?
80s.
Yep.
All right, your 1-pointer in the category of 80s. Who directed Moonstruck?
Norman Jewison. The non-Jewish Norman Jewison. Final answer.
It's a real shame.
That is all right. So that does swing the game back over to Kumite. Kumite, what would you like for your 2-pointer?
What's left?
90s horror and action.
You want it? What are you feeling? You want to just do 90s now? Then we'll save horror and action.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 90s.
All right.
Coho, give me their 2-pointer in the category of 90s.
Your 2-pointer in the 1990s is you will find the characters of Renton, Sick Boy, and Begbie in what 90s film?
That's the piece of shit Train Spotting film.
Final answer.
I guess technically I can accept that for 2 points. I don't think that's
Yeah.
You're right.
Fucking hate that movie so much.
I have the poster in my living room, framed.
I get why people like it. It's a banger soundtrack, not a good film. So
We are moving on to Back to Formula for their 2-pointer. Back to Formula, what would you like?
War. And what is it good for? A 2-pointer.
I was gonna say it's good for the same thing Oscar says. Absolutely not.
Oh god.
Category of war. Ledger plays the son of Mel Gibson's character in what war film?
I believe that is The Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Incredible.
Still need to see it. My boy Jason Isaac's in it.
So that does swing the game back over to Kumite. Kumite, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
Either one. I say we go horror now.
Okay.
Because I know action is, I think, the one that we can probably usually collaborate more.
Sure.
I mean, not that we can't here, but like that's our bread and butter. So I say we go horror for 3.
Let's do it.
All right, your 3-pointer in the category of horror. In what 70s horror film will you find a new form of therapy called psychoplasmics?
Psychoplasmics. It would be so hilarious if it was Andromeda Strain again, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. It was 70s, right?
Yeah. I think we should repeat this.
Yep. Repeat the question.
All right, your question again in the category of horror. In what 70s horror film will you find a new form of therapy called psychoplasmics?
Because Scanner, the first thing came to mind was Scanners, but that's the 80s.
That's the 80s.
I'm trying to think if there's like a. I don't think it's one of the Cronenbergs.
No.
4.
Shit.
3.
Harry?
1.
It's not that. I don't know. I'd rather say. 3.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Fortunately, can't accept that the answer we're looking for was The Brood.
It was a Cronenberg. Shit. Oh man. Okay. I'm sorry. I was on the right track. I just didn't have any confidence in it.
So with that, it does all come down to this. Kumite must hit their 4-pointer in action adventure to stay in the game. If they hit it, they send the game back over to Back to Formula to answer some of their questions. If they miss it, Back to Formula wins the game. Coho.
All right, your 4-pointer in the category of action adventure. In what 1984 action film will you find a motorcycle gang called the Bombers?
Okay. It's not that.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, your question again in the category of action adventure. In what 1984 action film will you find a motorcycle gang called the Bombers?
That was your final.
Yeah. Do you have anything like motorcycle movies?
The only thing I can think of is I think Romero did one, but I don't know if it's 84 or not. and I forget what it's called off the top of my head. It's like Night something.
Night Riders.
5,
Maybe. I have no other guess.
3.
Good
Night
game, boys.
Riders. Night Riders. Final answer.
And your winner, back to formula. The answer we were looking for was Streets of Fire. Streets of Fire.
Okay.
We're going to put everyone backstage as I talk with Coho real quick. Coho, what a match. What a match. Like, this is the match we were looking forward to. It really was just like a dramatic fight like that where Kumite had the 1 point lead out of round 1. Back to Formula had the 1 point lead out of round 2, and then just they went back and forth until Kumite just unfortunately could not answer the rounds 3 and 4 questions. What are your thoughts on the match real quick?
I think Kumite really played great. I think getting opponent's choice and doing as well in something that they've outspokenly hated and came in and did really well in that category, all things considered, is impressive. I think that Jake and Mark played the game really well. They worked their way through Westerns, clearly something they didn't really want either. Had some big 2-point hits. I think some of those might have been total, just like not like guesses, but just like somewhere in there and just trusting it. I kind of like back to Formula's almost fuck it attitude in round 2 sometimes like that. So I think this was exactly the rematch that we were hoping for. I think they played incredible. A 1-point difference on a final score is always something you love to see. So great game from both teams.
Absolutely. I say we head right into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finishers tonight. Kumite, look, I know losing on a rematch is never fun. Losing in general is never fun. Rematch, it always hurts a little. I know. I'm sure you guys did not get a category you liked in round 2, but you guys made your way through it. I think you guys played an excellent match. You were really dancing around, especially that 3-pointer. How are you feeling right now?
I'll let you go first, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to be kind of kicking myself for that 3-pointer because I was like, that sounds like something that Cronenberg would come up with. I couldn't cycle through the Brood and Rabid fast enough, and I wanted to save the repeat. And I'm going to be kicking myself for that one a little bit. And then just also the Saoirse Ronan, like not going for it, it changes the game because it means they have to at least answer a question. So that I feel like this one was kind of on me, but we still like getting opponent's choice and getting the category we've both been very vocal about not liking and not giving up a steal is a win. And yeah, they played really well. And unlike the last match, they did not get a category that they liked that much. So, but they persevered through it just like we did ours, and it just came down to the small margins, and I hope that they can. I will be rooting for them in the next match. I will say now, maybe I'll make this public. I have a number 1 contenders shot in my back pocket. I am not saying in which division right now, but I will say I will cash it in before Mayhem at the Multiplex. I will put that out on the record right now, because I am getting married later this year and I do not want to play trivia. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it early. I will come to a decision on which division, but I know Bill has some things to say, kind of regarding that.
Thank you. I'm a little bummed I missed that Streets of Fire question because I haven't seen that in 30 years, but that is pure Michael Pare 80s cheese. It's actually a good movie.
It's been on my list for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't equate that to action because it's more drama, musical 50s question mark. It's all over the place. It's weird. So, but there's no easy way to say this, kids. So I'm just going to say it. I'm going away for a little while. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm not saying retirement. So heads up. Not to get too deep, but my outside life has gotten very emotionally and just mentally draining. And my heart isn't here anymore. And something's going to give. And unfortunately, this one area is the one I'm going to have to give on just because I need to go take care of myself. So, that being said, I am not going away. This is not goodbye. It's so long for now. I do have some commitments. And there's still trios. That's still fun. I'm not going to let hashtag boat down at all. But yeah, I got to hop off for a little while, kids. But I'll always be around if you need me when I can, if I can. But um, and I'm kind of glad we got to do this for a little while longer, Jake, because you've been fantastic. I wish we could have had one more day in the sun, but maybe
Me
when I
too.
come back, maybe we get to. So uh, yeah. So also, I'm sorry, got a little caught up. Mark, Jake, I fucking love you both. You were every inch the competitors we thought you were. Go take down Judgment City and be as
Please
fucking
do.
completely sassy as possible when you do it, like we did, because everybody loved that. Maybe the video store will make a video about you being a jerk off. So
Maybe a
I
little
mean,
less than that.
but yeah. So that's all I got.
Bill, Jake, I am not exaggerating when I say you two are one of my favorite teams to watch play. I love to watch you guys converse. And Bill, I think I speak from everyone here at Multiplex. All the time when you come back, I'm sure you're going to be better than ever. I know you'll appreciate this. Have that second career like Shawn Michaels did. There we go.
I make no guarantees, but I'll say.
Backstage, we talk with our winners tonight. Back to Formula, Mark Menchaca, Jake Marangoni. I know it's probably not the easiest thing to follow that interview, but I just want to say you guys played an incredible game. This was a game of attrition tonight. You guys are heading into your next. You punch your ticket again to a title match. Won the rematch. How are you feeling tonight?
I am not lying. I would be lying if I said we didn't want to win. Like we always go into every match like we have the drive and we do like getting the W. But we went into this and like we did against Annexation, like if we win, that's great. If we lose, then cool, we'll be fine for the rest of the year. We didn't think this was the outcome that was going to happen, and it makes me feel a little bit weird that like we have this second win over Kumite because I think they are like one of the top 5 best teams in Melee. And if you look at the fact that let me think about this, only 5 teams in total have defended the belt, and they are one of them. Like, I think that is in the history books, regardless of what happens later for the rest of the year, or the next couple of years, and whoever becomes champion since. Kumite are an incredible team, and I'm always frightened when I call them out because I'm like, they can win anytime. We just happened to get a little good luck with opponent's choice in round 2. Which honestly, after the last couple of matches we've had where like when we played Annexation, we got opponent's choice. It happens to us, it happens to our opponents. It just fucking happens. And I know there's a whole Oscar discussion that's really been happening this last couple months or so, and let's just say I don't have really a horse in that race. If it does get removed at the end of the year, I'm going to be campaigning for U.S. state questions as gone. So just get ready for that. Get ready for that, people.
We asked
But we played.
European cities and other cities.
Yeah, I was able to know Paris from Persepolis, but I just don't know like states from America. But I'm very happy that we still won. I don't know why this is happening again, Mark, but we've made it to another title shot. We did this 3 years in a row now, and I can't believe we're playing Judgment City again. That is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, I just immediate after round 1 ended, I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be about who just kind of grits out the end of this match, because I think I'll speak for both teams. I think neither of us liked the wheel. I think we both thought like it was kind of a shitty wheel. So like it was gonna. So I thought it was pretty likely. Okay, both teams are gonna get categories they don't like, and it's gonna be a matter of who does a little bit better in it. And thankfully, we had enough to get the lead. And I mean, you guys scared me with that action question because, like, you brought up Romero. I remembered Knight Riders, and I'm like, that came out early '80s. I think they're right. I thought they were right for a second. So, like, that is that. I'm happy to be playing for another title. It's got to be Judgment City. That's going to be a tough task. I always look forward to playing great teams. I always feel super confident playing with Jake. On the other note, I'll just say, just mainly, this is coming just as an admin, somebody who runs the show. Our teams division is at its best when Kumite is around, and our singles division is even better when Bill is around. So I really hope we see you again, Bill. And again, take all the time you need, but
He
we all
kicked
hope
your
it track
ass
wide.
in Melee, and he kicked my ass in On-Tour.
I was doing the math there in my head, and I 100% agree with Mark with everything he just said. You guys kind of alluded to it already. We know exactly who you're going to be facing in that title match. You guys are
Sexual
facing,
chocolate?
No.
unfortunately, coming off of one of the most decisive victories we've ever seen in a title match since maybe Concept Second Reel 3. You guys are going to be playing Judgment City. You guys played before, but you guys were not, in my opinion, you guys were not the team when you played them the first time that you are today. How are you feeling going into this rematch?
So, yes. We obviously really wanted to play Sexual Chocolate. We did nothing wrong in this run. It was Sexual Chocolate who fucked up and didn't defend the belt, because then we would have had our rematch that we have wanted since we lost. So, we just have to wait for that. But we have to play Judgment City again. And, yeah, I 100% agree with you, Payson. We are not the same team we were when we played them the first time. Round 4 is completely different, so I already feel like we have an advantage already. But yeah, I would not feel any. I would feel so unconfident. What's the opposite of confident? Whatever. I would not feel good to go up against them what we did the first time. I feel so much better going up against them now. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win, but if we have a shot, I think this might be it. We'll see in the ring, Bowden, Jeremy.
I'll just say real quickly, if I'll put myself on the spot. If I can show up in round 1, I think we got a really good shot.
This last 2 matches, you've been the A play in round 1.
Love that attitude from you two. I'm super excited for that title match. I'm going to put you guys backstage. Koho, real quick, just to touch on some things with Kumite. Yeah, like Mark said, when Kumite is, the team's division is at its best when Kumite is playing, and with them stepping down again, they will be sorely missed. I'll be honest, they would be my pick to go into the Hall of Fame for this class. So take all the time you need, Bill. We're going to miss you. But yeah, Jake kind of alluded. He had that number 1 contender shot. Teams should not be like sighing for now, because this means Jake can pick any player he wants and form a team and immediately get into a number 1 contender match, or he can use it in singles. But also, we got to talk about the winner's side. Back to Formula. I think when we are looking at it, I think Back to Formula is very quickly making the legacy of being one of the all-time great teams. And I think the rematch we are about to see between Judgment City and Back to Formula is going to be an all-timer. But on behalf of Marangoni, on behalf of Mark, on behalf of Meltzer, on behalf of Bill, on behalf of everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Payson the Cinemaster Johnson. That is Caleb Coho. Have a great
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.